What's up, guys? I'm Flix,
And I'm Reels.
and together we're
Legacy
LegacyReviewz.
Reviews. Yeah, you were off.
I'm sorry.
Let's try again.
Okay. What's up, guys? I'm Flix,
And I'm Reels.
and together we're LegacyReviewz. We're going to be reviewing movies from a Gen X
And a Gen Z.
perspective.
And today for our hashtag TBT,
For Gen X, that's Throwback Thursday.
we are reviewing 13 Ghosts.
13.
Let's just get into it. So off the rip, Homeboy like introducing how he like can see ghosts and having seizures like just out the blue was crazy. Like, why are we just cutting to, oh boom, I can see ghosts and everything? Like, that's crazy. Why did we not get any like transition? Like, it threw me off. It threw me off.
Yeah, I mean, I see your point. It would have helped a little bit to know why the heck he was freaking out, but I guess they just wanted to just jump right into it.
Yeah.
Like, have you, like, what the heck's going on?
No
from the
warning or
beginning?
anything. We just like came diving. No life vests, no nothing. It's just like, boom, I can see ghosts, and this is how I can see ghosts. Like, crazy.
So, the next part of the movie where I think is good about this movie is that unlike most horror slasher films, you don't have to wait forever for this first kill.
Yeah.
Like, it happens within the first 5 minutes of the movie.
No.
So the one thing I did like about this movie was that unlike most horror or slasher killer movies, you don't have to wait long for the first death. It
Yeah.
happens within the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. It's like, right, it's way different than any other horror movie because, like, before you can even get a chance to be like, oh, okay, this is what this is going to be about, it's like, boom, dead. Like, immediately. Like, there's no warning. It's just, okay, we're just going to start killing people out the bat.
I mean, I guess the good thing is it's not a vital part. So, like, if you were at the movie theater and went and got your popcorn and you missed it,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a big miss as far as the storyline goes. But I just like it because, like most movies, you have to wait for them to set up the characters and set up the scenario and everything else before
Yeah.
somebody actually, you get the premise of like why these people are dying.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is, like, if you blink and then you, like, turn around and, like, hey, what happened to Homeboy? Like, it's just like, you missed it.
Somebody might be
Like,
gone.
yeah, somebody's probably dead and you missed it. I don't know what to tell you. The way Homeboy got killed, like, why did nobody warn us that he was just gonna boom splat in the car? Like, I'm a firm believer and main characters never die. And I'm thinking, like, first watching this movie, like, okay, he's a core character, like, there's no way that they're gonna kill him. And then boom,
Not that guy.
he's dead.
Oh, you're talking about you're on a different section. You're talking about when Cyrus died.
Yeah, when Cyrus died.
Yeah, okay. So that's kind of threw me for a loop too because the intro makes it seem like he's a big part of the storyline of this
Yeah.
movie. So for him to die, almost you might as well say like an opening credit.
Right, like, immediately.
Oh, well, I guess he wasn't.
He's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, it's not important anymore. And it's like, there was just no warning. Like, immediately he's just flying up and you don't even know what's happening. You're just like, boop, boom, he's dead, splattered in a car. Like, nobody is kind of like, okay, this is how he's dying. Like, or like it led up to it. It's like, boom, dead on the spot. Okay, so like, what are the odds that they needed a bigger house? The daughter was complaining to Arthur, oh, we need a bigger house, Dad, we need a bigger house. And then his uncle dies, and it's like, oh, I left you this house. Like, I feel like that's so unrealistic. Like, okay, so a family member died, now you have a bigger house, and we know your daughter was complaining about it. So, there it is.
Here's my issue. When they drive up to this house, if I drive up there with the lawyer in there, I'm like, all right, bro, where do I sign so we can sell this? I'm not going in a house like this that is like you could see inside the house because it's built of glass.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like stucco walls or drywall or nothing.
Right.
Like everything is glass. I'm like, I don't want to live in this house.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry about, especially with kids.
Right.
Like a young boy that's riding around on a little scooter or whatever. It's like, yeah, he's probably going to crack one of them glass
not the safest bet.
walls and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, between that and the fact that and there's writing, nobody's like going to talk about the writing that's on the wall.
Everybody is
before you go in the house
on how nice the house is. What is the writing? My first question is, why is there writing all over the glass?
I'm like, what the heck, dude? I'm like, that's not.
Nobody's thinking about that. Nobody's like, honestly, this whole writing on the glass thing is a little odd. Like,
whole house made of glass, writing on the glass,
and writing you can't understand.
But this is beautiful.
This is a gorgeous house. So where do you want to sign for this house? And that's crazy. And just a spoiler, we live in Florida, so like hurricanes are like we're done for.
Good luck boarding up that house.
Right. Like imagine if we just let's get a nice little glass house. Boom. Hurricane. We're flooded. We don't know what to do. There's no evacuation. I can't even find a cozy little corner. No, everything's made of glass. We're shattering. Like there's no help. We're gonna be on the news.
Yeah. No, thank you. Now, let's say we get past that part of it.
Well, one step at a time.
Once I put my key in the door and the key disappears, I'm not going to that house. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to get out? And then even if I get out, how do I get back in?
Right.
The one key that we got, this freaky looking key,
no, seriously,
just got sucked up by the door.
Yeah, and then they're still proceeding to go in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but there's some white people. You would never catch a black person going into a house. Oh, the key just ate the door.
You can't say that because the nanny went in there.
But she worked for white people though, so really she probably around that environment. Like she's like, it's all fine and dandy. Let's just go. No.
Nah, that was a sister.
Yeah.
Like, that was a sister. So
she should have been quick to be like, okay, the key just.
She should have been like, all right, bye y'all. I quit. Yeah, I ain't not going in there.
Peace out. I'm gonna find a house that's more stable. That won't break.
I'll find me another nice family to go and watch their bad behind kid.
Right. Probably get paid more than this. Like she gonna live her best life. But the key?
They didn't have. They obviously were having some financial troubles. So she couldn't have been making.
No.
She wasn't making enough. There's no way they were paying her enough to go in that house, and then, as we'll discuss throughout the review, go through what she went through in there. Like, I'm done.
Baby, she was probably making less than minimum wage. Like, first flight back home, I'm getting somewhere else. Like, I'm getting another job. We don't got to stay here. My key just got eaten by a door. How do you explain that to someone? Like, so we kind of just went in the house and the key, it's gone.
Maybe if the lawyer would have explained, it does that, and when you come out of the pod, like maybe I needed an explanation.
Yeah.
I wasn't just putting my key in this door, walking in, and like, I love this house.
And I don't even think, nobody even questioned it. Like, they just kind of proceeded to go in, and it was it was no problem. Why are you going in and not thinking, hey, how are we going to get back out? Since the key was eaten,
this would have been a very short movie if I was in it.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
It's once we drove up, I'm like, okay, glass house, writing. Right. If I could have pushed myself past that point once the key got eaten, okay, the movie's over because I'm not proceeding any further. The next scene would have been, all right, who's buying my house for me? If we putting a big old for sale sign out there in the movie, because that's all I'm doing. It'd be your continuation of the movie would have been whatever idiot was dumb enough to buy this house and move in there and then have to deal with all the stuff that happened in this movie.
Skip to the end credits, please. This is not happening. Sorry.
Drives me nuts in movies when they be like, wait here, and nobody waits there like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
I said, why can't people just stay put for a second? It drives me like, stay here.
Yeah.
So especially if I'm going off to do something or look for something, but I guess this is the Gen X / dad part of me that's like, I need to know you're here when I get back.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to be searching around this house, especially once we realize like this is a big house.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be looking everywhere trying to figure out what. I mean, although it's made of glass, so it shouldn't be too hard.
I'm gonna see you.
Why you can't find anybody in the glass house?
Let's think about it. Like, how did you lose your son and all these people in a glass house? Like,
you look up, look down, you can see all through. You should be able to see all through the house.
turn the corner. Oh, there he is.
All
like,
the walls and everything are made of glass. So unless you're telling me like this writing, you can't see somebody because of like a few words on this
please,
glass.
with that Sharpie, like you could see in between. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a big deal. Like, but my thing is like, why are you not just sit? If I was told to sit and wait somewhere, I would be scared. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you left me in this big house that I have nothing, I don't know anything. It's giving me like a creepy vibe, but I'm not moving. Like, I'm sorry, I'm one of those people that's like, you could find me right here. When you find something, you let me know so I can get out of here.
Especially the nannies, the sister. I'm like, you supposed to be watching the kids, so you and him at minimum should be there. I can understand the teenage daughter, because Lord knows they don't do what you tell them to do. Not speaking of anybody in particular.
Right. We're just gonna move past that. So, like, what are the odds that homeboy, the lawyer, can see ghosts too, and ain't telling nobody? Like, why are you making Dennis feel so crazy that he can see ghosts and he gets these seizures and everything, and then you can see them too? Like, why are you not speaking up and being like, you know what, he may be truthful or whatever? That's the problem with lawyers today, is that you're gonna manipulate me into getting a house that's haunted, and then, but you have a bigger lawsuit. Like, the second I find out that the house is haunted, I'm suing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
why would you not tell me anything?
I would say he is a lawyer, so that kind of explains why he was that kind of shady.
Yeah.
But they don't mention it until later in the movie about the glasses. But if you notice, only the people wearing the glasses are the ones that are able to actually physically see the ghost. Mm-hmm. But Dennis, Matthew Lillard,
I think that's his name, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
His
Everybody
character,
knows him.
as we discussed at the beginning, how he's able psychologically, psychically, he's able to, psychically, is that a word? If it isn't, I just made it up, so write it in the dictionary. But where he picks up on the entities, the spiritual.
Yeah,
stuff.
and he can see it without the glasses. Like,
No.
he can't see it without the glasses? I thought he was getting like the whole seizures and everything.
Yeah, that was happening because he can sense them.
Oh, he can sense them.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
but
different.
not because he can't
But
see them without the glasses.
That's the thing, though. Like, you're seeing all of these. You didn't even, like, imagine if he dropped him by accident and then, like, Arthur picked him up and was like, hey, homeboy, I'm seeing ghosts. Like, that would become a bigger problem.
That was one thing I did like about, I don't know if the credit goes to the writers or the director, producer, or whatever, but how, like a lot of times, like they'll have these like movies where, you need this, or people need these specific things in order to accomplish something.
Yeah.
And all the main characters or whatever in the movie will have enough of those things to be able to see or do whatever it is that need to be done.
Yeah.
And I like that was one of the things that I liked about this movie, is that there weren't enough glasses for everybody to wear at the same time.
Right.
So somebody was not seeing what the heck was going on.
Yeah, like, somebody's out the loop. Like, okay, y'all are over here getting dragged by this stuff and getting... What's happening? Like, why is nobody getting down to the root of what's going on? Like, yeah, that was kind of crazy.
That's one I will give them definitely kudos for, because it'd have been real easy for like everybody to have glasses, so everybody's running throughout the house and being able to see.
Right.
But like I said, it was kind of cool that like one person's wearing glasses, like you said, the other person's not, and they're like, what?
Yeah, like,
what is it? What am I seeing? What's going on? And like next thing you know, it's like, yep, and then they're getting dragged off somewhere.
Right.
So I thought that was a cool aspect of it.
Yeah. So we can't show this part because, YouTube...
All of it anyway.
Yeah, YouTube will, frown upon it. But homeboy got split in half. Homeboy being the lawyer. Split in half Like Dunzo just no warning. No warning. We have no warning. And it was just a split. Like, I didn't expect that. For some reason, like, I'm thinking, okay, he's probably gonna be killed by the ghost, whatever. Like, he backs up and then it's like all you see is him freezing. Like, and it's like, okay, so why are you stuck? And then you just see his body sliding down.
I mean, that is kind of like the whole purpose of horror movies is the shock.
Yeah.
The stuff that comes
But it's
through.
like sometimes you can predict it. This one you just absolutely could not predict. Like, there's no way you could tell me, oh, homeboy's gonna get split in half. Like, nobody expects that.
I have a question.
Okay.
Does that mean that he gets to double his rates now?
Cut the camera.
Or maybe he should only charge half. Another pet peeve of mine in movies is, why do people split up? I mean, I understand when you're trying to search and, you know, trying to cover a lot of ground, but when you're in a dangerous situation, I want to have people, really, one, I don't want to have to, you know, now we split up. Now, if I find whoever we're looking for, now I got to go back and find you.
Right.
So I'm like, that makes no sense to me. Two, I'm like, yeah, this is a dangerous situation. The more people together, the higher the chances are we can handle whatever comes our way.
Yeah.
But, you know, we split up now. Instead of the two of us being able to deal with whatever we're dealing with,
It's one and then, yep.
yeah, that's like, why do people like always split up? I'm like, it's a movie. I understand that. I know that. However, even in movies, you know, they quote like, "Oh yeah, that's a classic movie mistake." So I'm like, then why do you do it?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, in my opinion, I'm one of those people that I want eyes on you at all times. Like, I don't care what's going on. I want to be able to see what's happening. So, like, the second, like, imagine they split up and then boom, you find the person you're looking for dead. Like, what did you die from?
Yeah.
What? We don't know. We don't have any idea of what's going on. Like, because we're all in different directions. Like, I want to be with you when you find something. I want to be with you if you didn't find something. Like, we gonna die together. Like,
Yeah.
at this point, we signed our lives together. We're
Our
like this
odds
now.
are better if we're together. Hey, that
Yeah.
rhymes. I just made up a rhyme. Yup. Sign me up. I'm ready to bust some rhymes, yo.
Right. Anyway, stick to films. Yeah.
This was a great inside joke, like the for the audience, you know, where the I can't remember the character's name, but when the sister
Yeah.
was
the nanny.
like, oh yeah, we're done. The lawyer split too.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a kind of funny inside joke for the audience.
Yeah. It kind of got me like, did she just say that? Like,
Yeah.
split? Like, that was just so ironic. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of those dad jokes.
It's a good audience joke,
Yeah.
because it's an inside joke for the audience. You know,
Yeah. Like,
the rest
you
of the
guys don't know what's happening.
The characters don't understand like,
Yeah.
you know, how it's funny, but it was
Yeah.
a very funny part of it for me. I guess, like she said, it could be the dad joke part of me that enjoyed it.
So homeboy just got his back scratched by a ghost. Nobody's gonna question it. Nobody's gonna be like, what's going on? Like, I get they can see it now, but my thing is like, why are we not like trying to find a way out immediately? Y'all are still trying to put the pieces together and everything. No.
No, remember at the scene where I was talking about the joke, Dennis had made the comment like, yeah, there's no, because that's where the door was to go out.
Yeah.
And you know, they were trying to get out the house at that point, and that's where he was like, don't worry about it, like there's no
There's
exit,
nothing.
there's no
Yeah.
way out, and all
That
the
would have been the
exits
problem.
were
Like,
closed.
okay, you just got us in this mess. Like, how are we gonna get out? But my thing is, like, when he got his back scratched by the ghost, like, and you just see all that blood and everything, I'm just thinking, like, is he gonna die? Like, is this one of the movies that's gonna put another plot twist on and be like, well, the main character that you thought was gonna last till the end of the movie is dead now. So this is one of those movies where both parents are dead. They went to an orphanage. Like,
I mean, they did kill the guy we thought was going to be the antagonist of the movie in the very beginning, so it's not
Yeah.
that much of a surprise. But I thought it was, I guess, I don't want to say funny, but it was kind of funny ironic. It was ironic that like he was the one that like didn't believe, and like, yeah, I bet you believe now.
Right. Like, ha, joke's on you. Seeing is believing, huh?
Sit down and lean back and just see if you remember, if you believe at that point.
Right.
My sister girl again. Harris. My fellow African Americans will understand how my African American sisters are. Nails, hair. Don't mess with them.
Got my nails
Don't
done.
mess with them. And so for her to be like, I just got my nails done, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a typical
Thinking
comment
the same thing. Like, do you know how much I paid for my nails? Do you know how much I paid for my hair? Like, I don't care about these ghosts. This new set cost me $100-something. Like, we don't care about that. Why are you putting us in a dangerous situation where our money is being put to absolute ish? Like, no, no. These are my nails. This is my hair. I take good care of myself, and you want me to spend it on a ghost?
Yeah, like I said, as a father of 4 daughters, and you're having 3 younger sisters. Sorry, I completely understood this comment, and that's why it was so funny to me, because
I felt her every bit.
I bet you did.
That new set, baby, that is nothing to play with, okay? Like, this is French tip. You don't know about this.
That's why it was a funny part to me. So we're at the big plot twist / reveal. Which I will say, and you know this, that I'm usually pretty good at like discovering these type
Oh yeah, he'll
secrets
tell you
and things.
the whole movie before you can watch it. The whole movie.
I know, I figure stuff out pretty quick. So the first time I saw this movie, which this is my pick for our Throwback Thursday, obviously, I didn't even see this part coming. Like, I really thought he died at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
So for this plot twist reveal, I was like, oh man, you got me. I didn't even see that part coming. That was actually a good job.
Forget all of that. When she kissed homeboy, she kissed him and then smacked him. Okay, so my first thought,
I didn't see that either.
I'm thinking, okay, like she smacked her by accident. Like maybe her perception was off.
Yeah.
And then like she kissed Cyrus. And I'm thinking, why is she kissing him and trying to be like, well, I followed everything that you did. Like, I'm like, whoa, slow down. Like, you were in on this? Like, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like I said, they got me. The setup was good at the beginning with her because, she was with the other guy. And so it made it really, you really felt like, okay, she was against whatever Cyrus was trying to get done there.
Yeah.
So when she shows back up, toward, the end of this movie, I'm thinking, okay, she's here to help. She's trying to assist. She's got the little book and she's doing everything to try to help them get out of here, or not necessarily help them get out. Her primary objective was, or so she said, was to stop, this thing from, this device from doing whatever it was designed to do, and to free, release the spirits or whatever. So I'm with you. When I first saw this movie, I did not see that second twist coming.
Yeah.
Especially like right there, I was like, bam. First part reveal Cyrus is actually alive. Then bam, like a few seconds later, like not only is he alive, but the chick you thought that was a good person in the beginning of the movie and that's showing up to help these people is actually in it on it with Cyrus.
Which we've seen this case in movies all the time. The good guy is actually the bad guy, but who would have thought? Like, my first thought when she said she was gonna free the spirits was like, homegirl's like in on something. But then I'm like, no, like maybe she's really trying to help. Like, when she said free the spirits, I'm thinking, what are you freeing the spirits for? Like, what is the reason? Why are we?
Well, I guess because they were trapping him, so she's like trying to release their spirits back into whatever thing is they're supposed to. But like I said, it got me because I'm usually, like I said, when I watch movies, I'm like, oh yeah, they're in on this.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a twist.
Get a sense.
They're gonna, it's gonna be a reveal later, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, see, I double crossed, you blah, blah. So again, another the good movie to where I didn't see either plot twist.
So the cruelty. Like you kiss homegirl and then you let her smush. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm sorry. At that point, I'm like, Cyrus, like, sweetie, we need to talk about our relationship.
See, this is, for one, this is why I don't have any sympathy for her. Two is the whole thing is like you see how he is.
Yeah.
You seen how he uses people.
Yeah.
I don't, and I know this happens in real life too. You know, which baffles me because I'm like, how can you not see?
Right. It's
that,
like the people on the other side are like, why you ain't breaking up with him?
Yeah. I'm like, he's just using you.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not see that? And then like then we find out like she actually killed the dude that she showed up with in the beginning. Like I thought that the guy died from the ghost that they were trying to catch at the very beginning of the movie, and then at this point we realized like, oh no, I actually, she reveals she actually killed that guy for him. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, you've seen everything. Like this dude was captured his nephew's dead wife's spirit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And held her, and then he's willing to sacrifice not only his nephew, but he has no concern about his children.
Kids, yeah.
So why do you think he would care anything about you? Obviously, he is a power-hungry guy, and he's one of those people that are gonna look. I don't care what it takes, and he said it. You know, I'm all about getting the power.
He said the sacrifice, like literally right before he smushed on girl. Like, I told you, it's sacrifices, and he said it himself. When are you gonna learn? When are you gonna learn? Yeah. Now you're dead. For no reason. You had no reason to die. Like, you could have lived. You could have stayed away from them. This is what I'm talking about, girls. If he's a walking red flag, walk away. Walk away. It's not that hard. Like, I cannot express my frustration. Like, I had no sympathy for her either. Because you literally got into this house. She said she waited for everything to shift so she could slide in. And I'm like, you knew there was no exit. And you knew what it consisted of. And now you're in with this guy who is doing God knows what, like, and just a really bad dude. And you think he's gonna be like, oh, you know, let's go get married after this.
Why does he care about you or love you more than anybody else?
Howard.
I was like, he's gonna love you over this whole thing that he has said multiple times he worked his entire life for.
Right.
So you think you mean more to him than him getting this done?
You're playing chess with a checker
another
player.
pawn. You're a pawn. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't care.
It's
I was like, whatever. I'm like, it's one of those stuff. Yeah, I'm sure that hurt, but you deserve it.
Yeah, it's disappointing to say the least.
Final thoughts on the movie. I'll give mine. As the person that saw it already, reviewing it from the first time I saw it, I really liked it. I felt that it was a good storyline. Mm-hmm. The plot twists, like I said, I didn't see coming when I first saw the movie. So I liked that aspect of it. I thought it was well written. The actors did a great job. I just enjoyed the movie from the very beginning. The little kicks that they had in there, it's like the glasses not having enough glass. I just enjoyed it. I think it was well written, well acted. Everything about the movie was done well. My final thoughts on it, even watching it again, I still enjoyed watching it again so many years later. For me, on a 1 to 10 rating, with 1 being bad, obviously, and 10 being the best, I would say about 9.5. I would give it, maybe almost real close to a 10. I was, and I'm going off of my first time experience with it and the second watching it again. I felt like with everything that was done so well, I actually enjoyed it. Again, it's not one of those movies where it's like to make you have nightmares or anything.
Yeah, it's just like kind of an intellectual kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that. Think. It's a good intellectual horror / scary movie.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think my overall, like, just going off of somebody who's seeing it for the first time, like the plot twist, like out the bat we're just killing people, like it's nothing that you've ever seen before. Like, you cannot expect what's going to happen next in this movie. You can't predict who's going to die, who's going to get hurt. Like, it's just so this happened and this happened and this happened. Like, it was just very intriguing to watch. Like, it drew you in. Like, the second I'm walking away and I'm like, whoa, something happened. Like, I'm missing something. Like, and
I can't tell you how many times we had to rewind because she decided to take a step away. And
Listen,
then, like,
okay, like being young, you know, my mind is not always in the right places, and sometimes you want to walk away and do what you got to do. Okay.
but I will say
Okay.
this movie came out, I think you say 2001.
Yeah.
Did it feel like it was a over 20-year-old movie? Because I was like, watching
No.
it back, there's some movies where you're like, yeah, this is like,
Old. Yeah.
it looks dated.
Yeah.
And I would say like this, I didn't feel like this, even being, over 20 years, almost 25, that it seemed like a dated movie.
I mean, truthfully, the only thing I could say that was dated was like the film quality. Like a little bit of it kind of gave fuzzy and that older like 90s 2000 vibe. But everything else, like the concept of the movie, the structure, the storyline, everything like gave more modern. Like it's something that younger people are like, what is happening? Like you can't guess what's going on, like, and then it's like once you think you know what's going on, they're like, no, gotcha, something completely different. So in all honesty, like someone just going in, if you're a horror movie fan, like I would completely recommend watching this because it's nothing like you've seen before. Like it's not a horror movie that you can predict. It's completely unpredictable. And for my overall rating, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think it was pretty good. I think like obviously there was some logic points where I'm like, okay, like why are we splitting up? Why are we doing this? But typical horror movie stuff. Yeah. But it was a good watch for sure. I would definitely recommend it to any horror movie watcher. Thank you guys for watching. That concludes our take on 13 Ghosts.
13.
I thought we went over this the first time.
I said sorry, I didn't do it.
Okay. Anyways, if you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to like, subscribe, and
Check us out on our socials.
yes, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Deuces. Where we're going to be bringing you review.
And today we are reviewing the movie 13 Ghosts. How did I mess up?